common ground. So how would you feel if your cash flow were negative for 9 years? If you had a negative net worth for as long as you could remember? If it would take 20 years to pay back your existing debt with your current income without any raises or taking on additional debt? Well, if you were a company, you'd feel bankrupt. You'd probably feel out of business. Unfortunately, this is the situation that we find our country in. And as a country, we all know that when countries take on a lot of debt, if we look to Europe as a recent example, first in Greece and then shortly thereafter Italy and then Spain, we know that when countries get too much debt and they can't pay their bills, bad things happen. Bad things happen socially. And so in order for our country to continue to prosper, for us to be able to help other countries, which the United States does a lot of with foreign aid, for us to be able to protect ourselves, we need to come up with a fiscal, financial, futuristic plan that's going to help us, and we need to find common ground to do that. Now, if anybody watches TV, and I suspect that some of us do, then you probably see on the news a lot about things going on in Washington. And in fact, now that we have an election year this year, there's a lot more attention and a lot more money paid on advertising. And what people are saying overwhelmingly is that Washington has failed us, that we have things that are broken in our capital, people that represent us. And they're not able to find common ground. So we have hard positions where people dig in and say that we can't have any new taxes. New taxes are bad and it'll be a bad business and climate and companies will go elsewhere. And then we have other people that say, well, you can't cut these programs. And basically they got hard positions so nothing happens. And to the extent that S&P, Standard & Poor's, who's a rating agency, actually downgraded Treasury bills, which has large ripple effects, which most people don't even really begin to understand, but some of you may have felt the impacts already in your retirement accounts. So what we need to do in this election year, and what we need to do as a country, and what all the stakeholders who rely on America need us to do, is to find common ground. We need to take the hard positions that we dig in on. We need to stop politics on principle at the expense of progress, and we need to focus on real solutions. Solutions where our revenue will be at least as much as our expenses, and so that we can have a very feasible financial future for our kids. So I would ask all of you, when you vote on election day, to vote with a mindset of not what party you belong to, but who do you think can find the common ground that we need to in order to progress. Madam Toastmaster?